kegs strapped on each side of a pack saddle. The man gave Mercer a sharp, but not unfriendly look from narrow eyes. "Howdy, stranger," he said crisply. "How do?" replied Mercer slowly. "Hot and dry, ain't it? This yar country's sure burning up. Never seen the crick so low." And the old fellow proceeded to unstrap one of the kegs. "My horse is frazzled out, and so am I. Any place near where we can get lodging?" "Well, you're welcome to my shack," drawled the other. "But it ain't much, and there's a good tavern at Ricin." "Thanks. I'll go on to Ricin if it's not far." "Less'n 2 mile." "Good. I'm lucky today. What's this place Ricin? Town, sawmill, or cow camp?" "Well, Ricin's a tolerable big town. Fact is, it's only one in the Tonto. They's 2 saloons besides a tavern, Sam Walker's store and the Timms Brothers store and Hadley's blacksmith shop and the church town hall and school all in one, and I reckon a dozen or so houses." "Isn't quite a place," interrupted Mercer thoughtfully. "Any ranches?" "Sure. Strung few and far between all down the valley." "That's so. Surprises me. I wouldn't take this for a cattle country." "Well, cattle grow fat here when they skin and bones on the uplands. Water never fails, and if the grass fails, as it has this summer, they's always browsing." "You don't say. Interesting. I sort of like this country. Where do the cattlemen drive stock?" "Maricopa. It's over the mountain range south, nigh 200 mile. This is a wild country. What's here besides cattle?" "Well, there's Injuns and any amount of bar, cougar, turkey, deer." "I reckon I'll stop. But I meant what kind of work for a fellow besides riding?" "Shucks of work if you ain't particular about wages. Any handyman could get a job. Trouble hyar is none of the young bucks want work. Lots of business going on round Ricin, but little money moving." "Tell me where to get a job. I'd rather be far out of town." "Well, the other day I heard Rock Lilley roaring about not having anyone to cut his sorghum." "Sorghum? What's that?" "Say, you never heard of sorghum?" inquired the old fellow with a bright gleam in his eyes. "No, sir, I never did." "Humph! I reckon then you never heard of white mule either." "I got kicked by one once." "You mean just an ordinary white mule?" "Nope. This white mule ain't ordinary at all. He can kick like hell. Well, as I was saying, Rock Lilley was roaring 'cause none of his boys would stay home and cut the sorghum. Rock's got 6 strapping boys, and I don't know how many girls. They're sure a real old Texas family." "What's Rock's business? Ranching?" "Sure. He's got some cattle running wild. Seldom drives to Maricopa. Kills a beef now and then or makes a trade. Hunts bar most of the time." "How does he make a living then, let alone paying wages to a rider?" "That's a stumper. I just can't tell you, stranger. Rock and his family air poor, but they get along somehow. Just had a purty daughter come home from some aunt or something in Texas. I seen her and wished I was young once more." "Damn, I'd better dodge that Lilley outfit," exclaimed Mercer, discouraged. "How about some other cattlemen?" "Well, you might try Simpson, across the valley from Lilley." "What's he?" "Same as Lilley, only he ain't poor." "Then he'd be the better man to hit for a job." "Sure. But Simpson never hired no rider since I been here, 10 years and more." "Uh-huh. Big family, same as Lilley?" "Most as big." "Reckon I was wrong about this being my lucky day," observed Mercer as he arose. "Much obliged, old-timer. I'll be on my way." He started off leading Baldy, meaning to walk for a while. "Well, so long, young feller," called the old man. "Take care you don't get kicked by that there white mule." "Funny old geezer," soliloquized Mercer. "Wonder what that white mule is. Kind of a gag, I reckon." The road followed the brook and wound under picturesque old sycamores and here and there a pine. Mercer peered through the trees, trying to locate the old man's cabin, but was not successful. Trails straggled up from the brook to vanish in the forest. While Mercer tramped along, the sunset and twilight descended magically. The air cooled perceptibly. He liked the mountain feel of it, and already the sweet, dry odor of the valley had intrigued him. It was almost dark when the road led out into the open, and he discovered that he had arrived at the village.